Hello everyone and welcome back to some more of the Stoneblock 2 shenaniganry. We're going to be continuing on with our AE2 thing today. I'm actually going to be changing up my plan a little bit, not for this episode. This episode's going to kind of proceed as normal, but I think we're actually going to cut to the chase a little bit. So after this episode, I think we're going to try to kill Wither. Actually, Artie, if you're here, if you would like to ask Tex if he is also around, I don't think Whiskey is... Yeah, Whiskey's doing other things. But if you would like to see if Tex is around, I wouldn't mind some Wither killing help. I don't know if you guys have killed your Withers yet. You probably have killed like 900 and by the score of them. But yeah, wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad to kill a Wither or two. Anyways, that's future episode problem. Current episode problem. Would like to go ahead and make the rest of our AE2 kind of system all ready to roll. Now, we have this molecular assembler, we have all this stuff in here. I'm going to start to migrate these things over to yonder. I still will leave behind a couple of things. So here, let me rip this out and get the resulting things from that. And the inscriber I'm also going to rip out. All right, so I'm going to leave these particular things behind. So I'm going to break these down. Oh, actually, I'm going to need that import bus too. Rip. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, put crafting unit, which I guess I didn't even need that, actually, which is kind of weird to think about, but I didn't really need that. Oh, I was like, what happened to the 1K storage? It's there. All right, cool. So that's all there, ready to go, and not really doing a whole heck of a lot. All right, and then that's all looking good. Cool, cool, cool. And then I do have the inventory to move, whoops, to move these things over. So I have my different presses. Cool, cool, cool. I have the advanced inscriber with me and all that good stuff. All right, cool. Excellent. Wunderbar. All right, so let me go ahead and move these things over to here. Now these should be, I think it is going to be 64 different items, but the amount of items per I can hold is going to be ludicrously high. So I just can't have too many different kinds of things in this, and I think we'll be okay. But anywho, so we have this whole thing. I'm going to assume that this is going to be the processor that we're going to treat as like you're handling your normal creation of things that were related to AE2 stuff, right? So this is going to have all of our junk regarding Fluix crystals and Certus crystals, and eventually, well, what else is there eventually to add for AE2? I guess like quartz glass and stuff like that, once we get all that stuff up and running, so that would also be in there. So that will be the game plan for that particular little point. I can't remember how many channels it uses up, but I'm going to assume until it shuts out, like shuts me out of it, I'm going to assume that we're okay. And then we're going to go ahead and start throwing some machines together. Now, one of the things that I would like to have done with this whole thing, if possible, is also I would like to make a crafting card. Now, what a crafting card specifically will do is this is going to let me... Oh, does it explain it right there? Well, I thought it explained it for a moment. Oh, weird. I didn't know this. Okay, that's weird. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, but if I get a crafting card, what this ought to be able to do is it will tell the system, hey, make sure that you have X amount of these things ready to go for me. For the crystals, well, I guess I should make multiple. Here, we'll make multiple and just call it a good old day with that, because that should be fine. It should help us advance along the plot of AE2. Let's see, crafting card, just kidding. I need to make basic cards. Basic card, yes, please. 2 of you, sure. Crafting cards, would like to make 2 of you as well. Boom, awesome. Yes, okay, cool. So now we have 3 crafting cards. Now, experiment number 1. I'm feeling pretty confident about this, but you never know. I could be wrong about it. But I have these configured already. I literally just took 64 of Fluix and Certus crystals, and I just threw them into the top slots here. They put them on the bottom there. I'm going to put a crafting card in there. What I expect to see is I'm going to pull these Certus crystals out. I expect it to automatically craft 64, or I think it'll craft me over 64 because it makes 6 per. It should craft 66 is my guess. Certus crystals, if I pull all these out. It did not. So then that means, in my mind, if that didn't work, do I need one? I have one, well, I have two ideas, but let's see if, number one, would something stupid like this work? Temporarily break. That was a mistake. That was plain and simple a mistake. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this ME interface over here and put in these different thingamablobbers into here. And then these encoded patterns are just free craftings. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. Did anyone hear that sound? Weird. Okay, so that did not work, unfortunately. Okay. Well then, secondary question. Will this work so let me make an interface. Ugh. Interface. Okay. Blurp. ME interface. Well, to make an ME interface, you require an ME interface. Okay, game. Alright, I'm going to need to make annihilation formation cores again, to absolutely no one's surprise. Formation. Annihilation. Okay, just make a couple of them, whatever. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw one into here. Okay. And let me see. Let me see if this works. I don't know if this will work, but we'll see. So if I were to take Certus quartz and throw that in there in a crafting card, do you attempt to handle it? No. We are going to need... I think we need a storage bus. Hold on. Hold on! Alright, not all is lost. I know we're stumbling right now. But I have hope. I believe. Oh, come on. Sticky Piston? Really? You come back to haunt me this way? Really? Alright, let's try that again, shall we? ME storage bus. Alright, beautiful. Limitless potential, that's what I like to read. Alright, ME storage bus. Let me go ahead and slap that onto there. So my feeling is if I take this crafting card and I throw it into here again. Ah! I saw something. I saw what looked like life for a moment. It made two. Why did it make two? It's trying to craft 64. Why is it only doing two? Wait, did I ever put the crafting card in this one? Oh, wait. It went to 36 now. What is happening? Oh wait, that says 66. What? Did it already do it? No. Let me snap that off. Okay, was it working in here? Am I? No, didn't send a work order. Bus? What? Like what? What? What the heck is happening here? It like works once. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna poke around with some things. I'm gonna test some things out because I am now confused. I thought I understood what's going on, and then now I'm starting to feel that a little bit less. I'm starting to feel a little more confused about what's happening here. Because, again, thought I understood what was going on. Now, less understanding of what's going on. Because this is not going the way I thought it would. What? Okay, I'll be right back while I figure this out. Okay, so we're back, and I think I know what I need to do. Albeit, I'm kind of confused as to why this is, but we're just gonna roll with it because I don't particularly understand why this is the way it is, but I'm just gonna accept it to be just the way that works. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and slap these on because that's just the way that we did it in like our little practice thing. That's a floor. What? Why are you trying to attach to the floor? Are you okay? All right. What the heck have I done? All right. Okay, you know what? That's it. I need to get more. I need to get more cables. Give me 1 second. We're gonna back up, get some cables, then come back, because that's driving me crazy, man. Oh my goodness. All right, Fluix cables. Yes, but is there any chance I can make more without using pure Fluix? All right, good enough for me. All right, cool. All right, so let's try it this way. And this time I'm not gonna have to be cheap about using cables because LOL, I have more cables than just one. Import bus, you can go ahead and go back to your happy little business. Do your importing things. All right, so ME interface, yes, and then storage bus, slap them together, and then they turn into a little sandwich. And then slap those together, and now they are best of friends. And wait, I didn't have I do. What? But now this isn't working. What? Why is this not? Okay, if I demand it to make something, right? I don't know, just say it. What did I do? Why does it think there's no crafting CPUs available to me? What? What? It thinks it's crafting, but it's not. What? Okay, we have an ME interface. It has the encoded pattern. It has plenty of the initial thing, right? So it has plenty of the Certus quartz essence to make at least 64. But it's hanging. Why is it hanging? There's no way it uses too much storage information. The heck? Cancel? Okay, that time it worked. Now it looks like it's working. Okay, it looks like it's working now. I'm going to assume that there was like a bad order in there. Okay, there was a bad order in there. That's going to be the reasoning that I'm going to go with. Because I have zero idea why it was behaving that way. I'm going to be honest. I am extremely confused by what we just witnessed. I am beyond baffled right now. Because it doesn't make sense, you know? It's just, it doesn't make any freaking sense. That was so strange. It just sat there and was like, you don't get to make jack. That was so weird. I don't know why it did that. That is so incredibly strange. Okay, whatever. We solved the mystery, and I'm just gonna assume that we had like a rogue element that was going in there. This did work. I'm okay with that. So this thing is instructing this thing is instructing these molecular assemblers that, hey, this is how you make them. This thing is instructing it, yo, buddy, over here, why don't you go ahead and make these? And then it's sending that order back in. Okay, cool. So that's fine. All right, so now we have, of course, this whole thing to worry about in its own little problem. So let me go ahead and do that. I guess we'll shift this over that one block. Okay, so we have an advanced inscribe. Wait a minute, that's not what I want in there. All right, we have an ME interface that's here. Okay, so whenever it comes to this ME interface, I want this to interact with this guy. And then this is, of course, going to have its, oh, it carried the acceleration cards. I didn't know it carried them. All right, and then we're gonna have an import bus right here, and then that's gonna do this. I know that's really sketchy, just bear with it for now. Silicon, then U3, then U3. Okay. And then those patterns are now in there. Now, with these patterns in here, I don't... Okay. So can I craft the... Oh, Lord. Is it in process? Okay, yeah, it's in process. It's just trying to be like, okay, I have to make 64 silicon or whatever first. And it's going to use the CPUs over here. Okay, cool. Okay, so everything looks groovy here. That all looks fine. I'm actually going to put in the work order for... Oh, well. It's going to be like, well, you don't have another silicon to do this one. We need a lot of silicon, buddy. So we're going to leave that be. Okay, so that's going to be left to be to do its own thing. Cool. So this machine is now working. Okay, now that we have this done, we can go ahead and go into the other things that we need. We typically need some quartz glass, right? So whenever we want to make quartz glass, this becomes a problem because I need these things of dust. Also, coincidentally, need them for, of course, making the seeds. For if I need like pure Fluix crystals or pure Certus crystals. I don't know if there's such a thing as a pure nether crystal. I'm assuming not, but we need a couple of those things over there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take the sag mill, and it's a simple sag mill, you know, nothing too crazy, but we're going to take that over here, and we're also going to take this crystal growth chamber. I'd like for this to be the one-stop shop for all my AE2 needs. That's what I would ultimately like for this to be. I have no idea how I am doing in terms of my channels because I am not using the right cables so I can tell what's happening. I'm just gonna assume that this is gonna be like one channel here, two channel here, maybe potentially. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's two channels over there. I'm gonna assume that's another two. So 1, 3, 5, 6. I can fit in another set, right? Right? Sure. Why not? All right. Actually, I probably shouldn't have that just like LOL running off of that. You know what? Let's do this. I know we're going to be like, this is the import area, but let's just go ahead and make this whole thing into just machinations and whatnot. All right, so there is that. There is that. These two things require power. Let me go ahead and put in a flux point there. I should be able to make at least one more flux point. So let me go ahead. Flux points. Okay, and then I'm going to need a flux core. I think I already made 2 of them. Just kidding, I made none. Ripperoonie. What am I needing here? I'm going to need Eye of Ender. Okay, I'm just going to make 8 of those. Why 8? I don't know. I'm just going to roll with 8. Here, let's make Future Choco. I just did you a solid. Hope you appreciate that, Future Choco. You never tend to appreciate past Choco, mostly because I leave you to do horrible, horrible things, but Future Choco, I'm sure you got this. You got this, man. All right. Network, Kweh, yes. I mean, I suppose if all things are held equal, I would like for you to be facing this way. Nope, not there, but there. Okay, so now we have this junk. I think for the crystal growth chamber, this is just a very simple matter of it needs to... I need to have an ME interface that works with this to send in my seeds, I guess, actually. Yeah, so I need this to work with seeds. I don't know if I have extra seeds from before. I think I made them all into the super cool crystals. Let me take a gander here. Well, I'm gonna have to make more ME interfaces anyway, so I suppose we'll just go here and do that real quick. So let me go ahead and make ME interfaces. Of course. Of course. All right. Cores. Yeah, sure. That'll work. All right. Can I just make like... Sure. We'll make 8. I don't know what I just ran out of. I ran out of logic processors. Sure. Shouldn't be the end of the world. Now I'm missing logic things. Dadgummit. All right, hold on. Well, actually, I don't want to take these over there and pollute my other system. Dadgummit. What do I do? Actually, I can take these and they'll use them in that system. They'll look at what it needs to make and they'll actually use these up by default. Do I have a silicon one? I kind of doubt it. I pretty sure that it would have eaten it all up. Yep. So that will probably be Ripperoonie. And okay, I'm going to throw in you, and you. All right, now let's craft one instead of you. Okay, and then while that's all rocking and rolling, let me think. All right, so I need to have an ME interface for this one, export bus. That might actually do the trick right there. ME interface export bus might actually be enough to get this running. I'm not 100% sure about that, but that seems like it could potentially be it. This one, I'm going to say it's going to be an ME interface and export bus again, but I'm not entirely sure. That one I'm like very like questionable. The first one I'm pretty sure about. I'm either right there or I'm really, really close. So I'm not too terribly concerned about that. I do need this to be a processing pattern, and I don't have, yeah, of course I don't. Do I have, well, the sag mill's over there, so probably not. All right, then let's take some Certus and Fluix crystals and let's grind them up over there. Well, shucks, I mean, if I can auto-craft these there, then what do I actually need for the ME interface? Iron. Oh, I'm gonna need glass. Okay. I need glass. Womp womp. All right, let's go ahead and move them over here. Throw the glass in there. I guess I'll throw these 1K storages in there. Should be okay. Alrighty, sag mill, I need you to work with that. I did make some annihilation cores, which I forgot to pull because I forgot that we're going to go ahead and move it there. We go ahead, jump up here, and core. Cool. Alright, so now that we have this whole thing going, oof, this is looking really sketchy, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is doing that typical Choco sprawl, and it's not looking good, fam. It's not looking good. But we'll make it, I think. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. That's what I tell myself. Oof. Big yikes. Okay. Let's see. I know this is kind of jumping around places, but it is going to be super helpful if it would grind that down a little bit faster. So, do we still have capacitors in this mod pack? I'm going to assume that the answer is yes. Nope. There you are. Octadic capacitor. Alright, so octadics, double layers, and the basics. Oh, they require like this weird grain of infinity thing. And this requires like a bunch of other stuff that we can probably throw together, I want to say. I can't confirm that yet, but I think it'll be true. Energetic alloy is going to be what? What are you made from? You are from gold, redstone, and glowstone. Well, I suppose we start off with this, right? So let me get copper, 2 grains of infinity, and gold nuggets. So I think what? That's going to be... I need 4 of them for 1 octadic. Okay, so that's all looking fine and dandy. I need grains of infinity. Wait. Grains of infinity. Okay. So, base capacitors. Question. Okay, I made 1 and then I ran out of gold nuggets. Feels bad. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 2 of these, and 2 of these equal 1 of those, right? Yes, okay, cool. Now, energetic alloy, I know I don't have any of, but like it said, gold, redstone, glowstone, I should have all those bases covered. I only need 2 of these. So I'm going to just need 2 of each. So I'm typing the word stone. Get 2 of you. 2 of you. And then 2 things of gold. But then I'm also going to need 2 of these, which are going to be a mixture of this and this. So I actually need to double down. So let me look up stone. Go on, stone. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, we're starting to get back into our mojo. We're starting to do it again. All right, here we go. All right. Ender pearls. I'm just gonna pull it from here. I know that seems kind of silly because I have like some in my inventory, but just we're gonna do it through that. Okay, and then with all that said and done, that should be good. All right, alloy smelter, here we come. Throw these into here, just like that. I just realized there's no octadic capacitor slot for these, are there? Because this is too big of a baby. Because it's not, these are not like the super beefy ultra alloy smelter and things. They added simple instead of just making it one type, which is whatever. I'm not salty, you're salty. All right, rip. I don't know if I want to get into that today. I gotta be honest, I don't think I want to do that. The iron is not a problem. The grains of infinity are not really a problem. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I can live. Where in the world am I looking for? Okay. So if I would like to make an alloy smelter, dark bimetal gear. Infinity bimetal gear. Okay, that's not a big problem actually. Let's see here. Nope. I need to make this weird industrial dye blend. Yeah, alright, this was a wash. Whatever. We will need octadics eventually, so it's not like a complete wash, I guess. Just kind of disappointing. Oh well. Oh well, we will leave this for later, I suppose. I just made 13 basic capacitors. Not quite what I meant to do, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so let's see. How are we doing here? That's all finally done. Let that run. I mean, it could be worse. It could be a lot better, but it could certainly be a lot worse as well. Let me see. I have 4 acceleration cards. To what end I was using these acceleration cards, I'm not sure. Maybe to... I don't know what I was using them for. I'm going to assume that they were originally for some kind of like import bus or something, but I don't remember. I don't remember what I was using it for. It's going to be used for that now. Alright, so that's where that is going to sit, and I do need more of these bad boys to be made. I'm actually going to withdraw the Certus quartz dust and 16 of these bad boys. Throw them into here. Okay, and let's get back on track a little bit here. So enemy interface. I need these, but of course I'm missing one side of the equation. So I would like to make 8 of you, so it matches your partner in crime there. Okay, that was super easy. Alright, let's make 2 ME interfaces, and then change those in like the weird little flat ones. And then I'm going to take this ME interface and slap that onto here. I'm going to take this ME interface, slap that onto here, and then I'm going to connect here. Okay, so what we should theoretically see, I don't have a seed yet, but what we should theoretically see is I would put the seeds into here, it'll let them sit, grow, and then it'll import that back out. Oh, I need 2 import buses. I don't know how that evaded my brain, but yes, I definitely need import buses. Okay, so let me go ahead, grab those. And actually, I didn't think about that either, but yeah, we're gonna need to make some sag mill patterns. So, pattern, Fluix, dust, sag. Okay, it doesn't matter, it's gonna give me the same thing. Rip. Okay, I need blank patterns. Ah! Okay, blank patterns. It's starting to happen. We're descending too far. We've gone too far. All right. 4 patterns are what I can think of right now. Okay, throw those into here. Okay. We'll just do one of those for right now. And then clear Certus quartz, similar thing. Oh, well, I guess it's going to be dumb about it. Okay, so Certus quartz, if I throw you into a sag mill, you will yield me this. Okay. And then, in a similar way, if I take seed, oh, that was confusing. If I take Fluix seed, this isn't technically what would be happening here, so I would do this, I guess. Let's go ahead and put that in. And then, similar to a Certus seed, I would go ahead and do this. And then have that sitting there. Just flop those two around. Okay, so now that those are all in there, I think that's fine. I need to now make an import bus. Import. Yes. Nope. Import bus. We need some sticky pistons. Just need 2. Yeah. And then I'm going to need some iron and annihilation cores, but I got annihilation cores. I am fine with that. So let's move them on over. Hey, cool. All right, so import buses, yes, please. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead, throw that onto there, and then reconnect that into the system. And then same thing with you, then reconnect into the system. All right, cool. Okay, so first thing first, the sag mill, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on these 2 dust patterns. Yeah, and then I'm gonna let that sit as it is. Actually, if I can swing it, can I convince this thing? This. Well, okay, hold on. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm gonna, yeah, okay. Whew. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out all the dust for right now, and I'm gonna see if I can do this. I'm gonna say, hey buddy, craft me 64 of these, and then let's see what it does. Oh, it worked, God bless. Okay, cool. So that is working. Now, let's say, oh dear, I don't have any sand on me. I know I'm holding on to sand chickens, ironically, but let's go ahead and pull some sand, make some seeds. And actually, while we're on the topic of this, I could actually use 2 more blank patterns. So I can actually have it learn how to make the seeds. So I don't have to worry about that either. All right, so let me go ahead. 1, 2. Seed. Oh, rip. Okay, of course. So Fluix seed, you are not going to be anything too complicated. I need you to combine these 2 things. Cool. And then Certus. Same thing here. Okay, Wunderbar. Okay, so now what I ought to be able to do, if I did this right, that is if I can, I'm going to have this ME interface. Wait, no. Okay, so in here, I'm going to put in the 2 seed patterns. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft up 64, well, yes, I'm going to craft up 64 of these. Yes, I know I'm missing sand. All right. So let me go ahead and say I would like to make 64 of you. Oh, but it's currently doing other things right now. This thing's just chugging away. I'm trying to make it work, but you gave me a really slow machine that's really, really bad at its job. I know, it's okay. It's all right, crafting CPU. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I'm here with you. All right, so that's going. Oh, man. It's like watching paint dry, man. It's like watching something horrible. Some kind of unspeakable evil. Oh, man. We might have some more chickens that need to be happening soon. Because Ender IO, man, it has a lot of useful gadgets and gizmos aplenty. So let's see. If I were to do this, I would need... There is no such thing as an end steel ingot. But... End stone? Dark, so we have an obsidian one. I guess dark steel chicken is one of the things that we would have to immediately be concerned about. So, expect me to work towards that at some point. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna like worry about that and like waste time right now doing this and like all that stuff. But that's a future Choco thing for sure. All right, now that we have time for our poor little CPU that just struggled, let's go ahead craft that. Okay, and there it goes. Those seeds are now done, and then let's go ahead and take these 64 seeds, get these done. Oh dear, it's okay, well, okay, so hold on. Real quick side note of what just happened here, right? I just asked it to go ahead and make this, but it automatically went to the rest of the network and said, yo, Sagmill, I need you to make this for me, and it's putting it through right now. That is awesome. That is actually phenomenally good. So I am down for that. It wasn't quite the way I'd expected it to go, but you know, it's fine. I can live with it. All right, I can live with that. It's cool. I'm down. It's fine. Let me see here. So I have 64 of these seeds, and then I'm going to then need to put these into here, right, to make the pure ones, and then. Let me see here. So what I would like to have happen in this particular moment is I would like for me to be able to say, hey, I'd like to make some pure Fluix crystals, right? The normal process for, well, I guess I would need sand, so I guess I won't do this. But what should happen at the end of this is that if I say I need pure Fluix crystals, I can just request them as is. If I put the pattern inside of an interface, I should also then be able to say, hey, I also would like for you to build up whatever the case may be. I want you to build up this thing that requires pure Fluix and blah, blah, blah. It should be able to put the components for me together instead of me having to run over here, run over there. I should just be able to say, I would like it. And then Shazam, it's gonna be done. Should be a pretty good time. Now with all this said and done, I think that's all squared away. So let me see, did it make 64? Sure did. All right. I think I'm actually gonna, well, I'm barely gonna die. So what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to make another set of transfer nodes, because it would be nice. Transfer. It would be nice if I could get a couple more things here and there ready to rock and roll. So let me go ahead and run this over, because it would be a pretty cool thing if I can get the sand and glass and all that to be ready. I'd rather not have to do anything too nutty. So sand and glass. I totally looked at the wrong ones as I said each one, but you guys know what I meant. So that's just fine. All right. This is such a bad. Don't do this at home. This is very bad. I do not condone this kind of behavior, but I'm doing it because I'm a savage. All right, so that's all there, ready to roll, doing its thing. I should have sand and glass now pouring into the system, which means I should be able to, from start to finish, request at leisure pure Fluix crystals and all that stuff as I like. So to kind of see if that did indeed work, I'm going to actually pull out all these seeds and stuff, even though I know that's kind of ridiculous to do, but I'm going to pull them out for the time being. And I'm going to see if I can actually get the system to create these things as I would like at my pleasure. So, oh, actually, hold on. Before I even do that, let me actually properly make these pure crystals and seeds. So I would like to make 64 of you. Did I not put you in? I did put you in. Why are you telling me you're missing? What? Oh, wait, what? Is that, wait, hold on. I think I know what happened there. That's actually kind of weird that occurred. Wait, no. Wait a minute, hold on. I think I know how to fix this particular problem. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna rip these two encoded patterns, which are being very, very naughty sausages right now. And I just threw in two things into my network that do not belong. Okay, I need you. I don't remember what the other one was. Yeah, I threw in that dust is what I did. I don't know, man. I don't know why I threw in there. It's not you. It's not you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I ended up throwing back in there. All right. Let's go ahead. Hop on over. We blow out these encoded patterns, and let's see if I can get this thing to work proper. So, go to the pattern thingamabobber and take these patterns, throw them onto here. Okay, and then I would like to make pure Certus quartz, which we had with this whole thing and blah, blah, blah. Weird. All right, so swap that up. So pure Certus crystal, right? That's what I would like to say. But I'm gonna say, hey, use, no, not that. Use this to get one of those, right? Pattern. And then similarly, for you, use one of these to get one of those. Okay, that should have fixed it, I believe. Now let me see here. So we're gonna run back over. Put these into here. And then craft a pure set of these. Let me make sure that this actually is working. Okay. Such a silly what? That is absurd. The import bus is kind of slow because it doesn't have acceleration card. I guess I could throw in acceleration card into there and acceleration card in here. This will definitely not use the acceleration card properly, but that's okay. All right, so all right, so 64 pure Certus crystals made. Let's make sure that the Fluix crystals are also in the same boat. Okay, there they are. Grow up nice, big, strong, pure Fluix crystals. Yeet. All right, beautiful. Okay, so with those pure Fluixes in here, we have all that working. Now, here's the real test. If I were to not have, let's just pretend to say that I had none of these ingredients, right? If I even take out the yeah, it's gonna take me like 20 million years to take out. Yeah, the heck with it. I think I can do it. Oh, it's auto crafting. Okay, so it's auto crafting those in. So I'm just gonna assume that will work because it will always auto craft for me, and that's fine. All right, so if I say, oh man, I really could use 64 of these pure Fluix crystals. Hey, can you arrange this for me? I send this into the system, and then I kind of would go about my own business. But then, oh, okay, so we already got some seeds going here. Okay, you can see that some of them are just kind of cropping up in random places. All right, so it's, oh, okay, so it's making some dust here. So that's why it's going in pairs of 2, probably. Okay, so that's going ahead, doing its thing. This is going ahead, sending that into the growth chamber. This is going to combine the sand with the flux crystal. You just saw like a little glimpse of that there. See that on the bottom, where it's making that little seed. And then it's coming back into here as pure flux. So that's working as expected. Now, remember that each of these, so one of these flux crystals dusts, right? Once you crushed it down from the crystal to the dust form and combine with sand, it creates 2. That's why it's appearing in 2s. If you want a little bit of an explanation of that. Okay, so we've now gotten that done. That is great. That is what we want to see. Now, as far as I can think and as far as I can tell, I actually think that we're in pretty good place right now. In terms of like, if I would like to make 64 annihilation cores, oh, okay, I'm missing nether quartz. Well, we can resolve that. But if I were to need annihilation cores or formation cores, what about you? You're gonna also complain that you need something? You are good. So it should be able to pull from everything that I have. And this should be able to make all the other AE2 stuff that we need, which should make a lot of other things a lot simpler. So let me go ahead, throw in the pure flux crystals, which I probably shouldn't have done. Oh, this 120 finished. Okay, perfect. So let me go ahead, throw all this other junk into there. And I guess I'm going to have to also put in the nether quartz into here, so that's all set and ready to go. But if I were to theoretically say, hey, I'd like to make some 64K ME storage components. Now, there's going to be some stuff I need here and there, like the glowstone or whatever else. Let me see. If I just search up storage components, right? The 1Ks, I'm going to now have the redstone I need, the Certus quartz I need, the logic processors I need. I can make an infinite amount of that. The 4K, in a similar way, I can make all the stuff that we need, minus the quartz glass. Now, 16K ME storage component, I'm going to need glowstone and quartz glass. And then for this one, I'm going to need glowstone and quartz glass. Not really all that shocking, I think. I think everyone could kind of figure that out pretty okay. So, to this end, actually, it would take a long time, but I suppose if I'm AFKing, it's not a big deal. I suppose we could even go do this. It would just take a while. It would take a hot minute. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do this as well. And I think that will go ahead and cap off where we need to be with AE2 for right this minute. Because this should be the major component of what I need to do in order to set up a lot of the stuff that I need. So for AE2 stuff, right? Everything's pretty much self-contained at this point. I guess I could make another quartz and a glowstone thing right now. Go ahead and do that real quick. So where we're at is I can go ahead and perpetually make whatever I need from just requesting it. And more importantly, I can have it even go auto crafting and do that kind of stuff if I so desire. So all in all, that stuff pretty darn useful and pretty darn good. That's not what I want. I don't want you going there. All right, so let me go ahead, pipe this along. Okay, that should be all good to go. I don't think there's anything else I need from here. Do I need obsidian? I felt like I needed obsidian for something. I can't remember what for though. Glowstone. Oh, nether quartz. Actually, as it turns out. Okay, so those two are now all there. That was actually perfect too. So yeah, those two should now be feeding into my giant system, which in turn I'm now going to make the patterns to make the storage things. And let me see if I can whip out another 64K for the time being. If I can do that, that's going to be proof of concept that yes, it's working. And I can go ahead and, if given enough time to accrue the resources, I could totally make these other things. So that's the goal, that's the hope. Let's see if I can actually execute on that. So first thing first, I'm going to switch you to a free pattern thing because that's what it is. So regular Certus crystal, not the big scary ones. I'm also going to need some blank patterns, right? But really quick, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need 4 of those. So blank pattern. I'd like to request the allotment of 5. The reason why I'm requesting 5 is because I need one for the quartz glass as well. As far as I can remember, this can crush up Certus quartz, though I think I'm actually gonna tell it I prefer to make, okay, so hold on. So we're gonna make one actual processing pattern one actually, and that's gonna be for quartz glass, but I'm gonna actually want this to be referring to nether quartz dust. What? Oh. Well, it would help if I actually was on the right thing. All right, so sag mill. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, nether quartz, yes. All right, so nether quartz, I put that in, I get that stuff out, wunderbar. Let me actually confirm one thing real quick. Sag mill. Is it, okay, so this is, okay, so you see here, right here, it says chance of 10%. I wanna make sure that I say no. You are only expecting to get 1, because if it looks for 2 and it doesn't always get 2, it will stall out and be dead forever. So do not want that. All right, that is now done. Cool. All right, then with that, I can go ahead and make quartz glass using nether quartz dust. No, I would like you to be nether quartz dust. Do I have nether quartz dust in here? Sure do. Well, that was just, that's just not what we want. Wait, what am I doing here? All right, if I just take this, what does nether quartz glass need? It's like 4, it's like that. Okay, there we go. Quartz glass, yes, thank you. And then, I guess I can also make a blank pattern thing. That probably wouldn't be a half bad idea, because this is kind of a pain to make these two. All right, well, I suppose I should, I should make another blank pattern then. Let me go ahead and take these storage components. Yes. We've gone down this road before. If this seems like deja vu to you, there's a reason for that. We did this before in a previous series. I think it was on the series with me and Jerome and all that. I can't remember what we were playing, but we were playing some kind of weird mod pack. And if you feel like you've seen this before, we've been down this road before. That's why. So if you were thinking that, don't worry, you're not crazy just yet. You may be crazy for other reasons, but for this particular reason, you're A-okay. All right, so let me go ahead. So for these, I'm actually gonna leave these be. For another ME interface, what's that gonna take? What's that gonna take for me to make it? Let me think here. So, let me think. I know this is gonna seem really silly and stupid, but I think this is the way that I'm gonna be doing it. I'm gonna put that here. Oh Lord, this is just turning into a giant disaster zone. Okay. All right. Get the 1Ks back out here. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have so we're going to have 6 molecular assemblers at any given time. We're going to need I'm trying to think through the math. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. So I'm going to need I know that's not working right now. Just give me a moment. So if I were to do that, Can I make molecular assemblers at will here? Do I have the necessary things? If I had the workbenches, I would. Let me see. So, 6 of these crafting benches. Grab the rest of the or the cobblestone. And what am I missing? I'm missing quartz glass. I guess for the time being, I can just throw the quartz glass in here. It's not the world's biggest deal. Okay, so quartz glass, I would like to make, I don't know, 100. Okay. The sag mill is going to require the dust. Okay. Interface, dust. There it goes. Okay, cool. I'm like, something went wrong. Dust. Got it. Okay, cool. So that's all running now. That's all fine and dandy, and that should start producing quartz glass for us in a little bit. It's going to go through all of this junk first, which is fine. All right. Oh, man. Okay, so this thing is producing everything else, blah, blah, blah. That's all fine and dandy. Now we have the question of this thing. So it's going to have one molecular assembler on every single side. Trying to think of how, is there a nice way to do 5? I guess we can just do a band of the stuff, right? So we could do like, well, no, I don't know. If we're just to do one, so the sides touching the interface are gone, right? So you would have this ring around it, which is 8. If the structure itself is considered to be 1 CPU, and then you have 5 co-processing, that should handle the 6. But how can you put 5? I wonder what's a good way to do 5. I don't know if there is a good way to do 5. The only thing I could think of is that you would do like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but even then, I don't know. How would you put 5 on here? Okay, so chat, I'm also open to ideas here. 3 by 3 by 3 cube. I need to put 5 co-processing units on here. What's the best way we can do that so it looks like symmetrical? Is there a way to do that? I know 5 is obviously an odd number, but you can... I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like you do 2 in the front like that, and then 4 on the back, like that. So maybe like the corners, and then the back. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do the corners in the back. That seems fine. So it'll be this, except on the top, and then the very back one on the top. Okay, that makes sense to me. So I need to put molecular oh wait, no, but it doesn't take to that well because it gets all angry that it's not like the same shape or whatever. I guess we'll just do the 4 assemblers like we did for that one. suppose that will be what we do. Okay, so in that case, it's going to be even more straightforward and simple. In that will be there. And then molecular assemblers. CPU is busy. Actually, that would run all 4 once I get everything else plugged in. So co-processing. Need crafting units, which require all this other shenaniganry and nonsense. I'm lacking these upgraded ones. So I'd need what, 3? I mean, no, I made 4 over there, but technically I would only need 3. All right. Well, let's assume that that's the case then. Man, this is really cramping our style, man. Cancel. It's just not worth the suffering, man. All right, make, I don't know, 4 of these. Oh, sorry, I meant to say make quote unquote 1 of these, which will cause you to make like 1 million. Okay, take another quartz out of there. Absolutely. Oh, okay, so it's currently running the silicon press. Okay, cool. I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. All right, so that's running that through. That's fine. We need to then do... Actually, I think that's it. I think we're actually in pretty good shape after that. Right? I just need 1 more molecular assembler, and then that's going to be all 4. And then I'm just going to have to fill those in with the co-processors in the bottom. And then we're good. And we should be in pretty good shape. So, let me see here. Okay, so it's made the silicon. It's currently creating the calculation circuits. So that's going to run to completion. And that's making the Certus quartz. Oh, that's so nice! Oh, God, you have no idea what a big relief it is to have this here. I know that's really stupid feeling, but like, it may seem really dumb to some of you guys, but this is like a really good feeling right here. Because this is what makes these mod packs really sing, in my opinion. And it's something that I really, like, my brain sometimes is just like, can't understand 1 + 1. And so whenever I do this, I actually kind of feel kind of accomplished. I'm like, oh yeah, I learned something today. It's kind of neat. But we are getting there. And then, yeah, it's just a function of time then. I suppose. How much time do I have? Nope, I have 0 time. Okay. Let me make crafting units. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in turn, crafting co-processing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then molecular assembler. I would like to just make 1 more of you if I could have it. Okay. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Whew. And that is now all set up, just like the other one is. But pretty important distinction here is that this thing's gonna have 1, 4, 16, 64K patterns. What the heck are you? Oh, that's gonna create the blank pattern. I'm sitting there going, what in the world are you? All right, and then I guess the blank pattern, the closest thing it would belong to is here, right? Ah, yes, my management of ME interfaces. I already am remembering the horrible, horrible memories. The absolutely terrible memories that I have of this. All right, so let's go ahead, take our little glass cables out here. Suppose we'll just spider it on over. Okay, break that. All right, the device is now online, and sure enough, can I ask you to make one of these? Oh, baby. Okay. Can I ask you to make 5? I don't have the necessary stuff for this. Oh, and it's also yelling at me saying like, you need more calculation presses and logic stuff and all this other nonsense and shenanigans. You don't have nearly enough stuff, man. All right. Fair enough. Let me just make one. Let's see the magic. Let's see 164K being made. Let me confirm that's in, what? Oh, it made it already. Whoa. That was, hold up a second. Wait one hot minute. That's not gonna work. This was supposed to be the big finale of this. No. You don't get off that easy. Hold on. Wait a second. Acting all smug, being like, yeah, I could make that real easy. What are you trying to talk about? You little ferret. Come here. Alright, Alright, so I would like to make a pattern for the storage housing thingy. I will require blank patterns. Herp derp. Funny thing about blank patterns. Do I even have the things I need for blank patterns anymore? I do. Okay. Well, that worked out a little better than I originally thought it would. All right, so blank patterns, ME storage housing, and then you take that plus storage housing and get a 64K. Okay, cool. Whew. All right. 64K without all the tedium of having to do it myself. Let's see it. Let's see if the dream is here or if the dream is not here, and I'm just gonna be sad. So I guess it would be this first, right? So let's put this at the second to last. This will be whatever our last thing is here, because I think this will end up being the number of extra stall stuff. All right, so let me throw that into there and properly request a 64K storage cell. Done. Okay, make me how many of these can I get with? Can I make 2? No. Gets very, very upset because it's missing some silicon and logic presses. All right. So make me one of these. Okay. And it should be processing right now. Oh, are you kidding me? Did it finish already? Oh my. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I want my moment, darn it. All right, what am I? I need a logic and silicon. All right, I can do that. So silicon, oh, you know what? Okay, actually, low key, this is something that I actually do need to do pretty badly, because we kind of neglected this, and it's about time that I address this right now. So if you guys remember that whenever we made these printed circuits, I kind of was just like, whatever, just throw them all in there and then kind of hope for the best. I do need to take a moment to actually properly set the pattern, because the pattern currently thinks I'm making one circuit, and it's like, I don't know, you need to make 25 of these? Well, you're gonna need to make 25 times 64 worth, because that's what you told me to do. That's what I know how to do. So I need to fix that up, because that's not gonna fly. Not with this. Oh man, I completely forgot that was a problem. All right, so we're gonna need to take each of these printed circuits, and I'm gonna have to request one of each. That's gonna get me 64. With 64 of them, I can in turn go ahead and tell it like, hey, chill out. I guess I could use the other CPU for this, yeah. It's not gonna go any faster. It's gonna take just about the same amount of time, because it's gonna tell me you're insane. This inscriber can only do so much, or whatever, inscriber, wherever you are here. And this is the fastest this can go as well. Think about that too. Ooh, it's rough, man. It's a rough life. Okay, so 64 of those. Then after that's done, I need to make 64 of that, and then so on and so forth. So after this is done with 64, I'm gonna put that order in, and I'm actually gonna start the chickens now, just to save myself some time, because I eventually do need to start breeding them, and that takes a while. But let me go ahead. Okay, so then I need to put an order for this in. Okay, cool. And then while that's going, so next time it should be killing the wither, Ender IO stuff. The dark steel, I believe, so there's witherproof things, right? There's witherproof blocks and such. The witherproof glass requires skeleton bits and whatever. There should be like wither resistant blocks. Yeah, this reinforced obsidian. And that requires dark iron bars. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, cool. So we're gonna probably use that. Dark steel ingots. I'm gonna need them from chickens. That's gonna be from an iron and obsidian chicken. So let me go ahead and put those together. Also, would probably not be the worst idea for me to make energetic alloy chickens as well. That probably is not a bad call. And that's gonna be glowstone and gold. So actually, let me, I don't have a ton of seeds on me. Here, hold on. So glowstone and gold. Glowstone and gold, glowstone and gold. Okay, there's glowstone chicken. Hey, buddy. Glowstone. And then gold. Okay, throw some seeds into there. Okay, get some more seeds. Yeah, whatever. We'll just let them do their thing. Dark steel. Iron and obsidian. Okay, there's obsidian boy. There's iron boy. Okay. And then let them breed for a little bit. Come on. Oh, there's one. There's two. All right, cool. Okay, so then these two breed against each other for a while. Go ahead and put them back to where they belong. I don't remember what was here. It must be the glowstone chicken, right? It has to be. It's just gotta be. That was iron. This should have been gold. And then obsidian chicken was just down here by its lonesome. Alright, so with that, dark steel, the vibrant alloy is another thing that I could probably use some of, but that's going to be a minute. This is gonna take a while. Well, that's okay because I'm playing on AFKing for a good while, so should be a-okay. Hey, Whiskey Bravo with a 31 viewer host. Thank you very much, man. Hope you all had fun watching whatever Whiskey was doing. I'm gonna assume it was a cosmic server. Have a shot because Whiskey is raiding. I don't drink. So again, thank you to Whiskey Bravo Olive for the fantastic host / raid. Hello, everyone. Let me go ahead, get some dark steel. Weird. That's some strange stuff. All right, dark steel chickens. Breed those together. Death. Okay. All right, chickens together. I think we have another stack of seeds. Yep. Okay. Cool. And then we'll head on back and reach into my little bag of goodies here, and then 64, 64, 64. And we already have 64 of these logic circuits. Beautiful. And then I need to take these circuits. Question mark? I need to take these circuits and reset them because they're currently all wacky and all kinds of messed up. All right, back up we go, and pattern. And oh right, I need to, you know, properly. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, let me go ahead and put these patterns all into here and put these into processing mode. So I need to put, oh wait, did I not? Oh, rip me. Hold on, I need to go back and get the silicon one as well. That's a fail. That was not what we wanted. And let me actually put these 64K ME storages in here, which they won't show up until I guess I rejoin or something. I don't really know what's going on with that. ME. Oh. Dadgummit. Why, brain? Why did... For those of you who realize what I've done, facepalm. For those of you who don't realize what I've done, I'm going to explain the fail moment that just occurred here. So remember how I was like, we need to make the new things, right? Because obviously it's not right. I meant these. These had to be corrected. And all I effectively did was I shot myself in the foot, man. That's all I did. Shot myself in the foot. Got distracted. Feels bad, man. All right, so let me go ahead and do all this again because I have to reinstate this. Ugh, frustrating. Okay. And then, of course, let me go ahead and pull these out and then put in you over here. Where's silicon? What? Silicon? Oh. Okay, and then that, of course, is going to turn into rip. Okay. All right, very well, game. You're winning right now, but I'll get my vengeance on you. All right, 64 into there. That's going to create one of those. Ugh, it's just so awful. So awful. All right, and then... what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing these guys, the calculation dudes. Okay, so these... there... there... and there. Okay, and then we have to make all these up. Alright, and then put these into there again. Not pull the trigger so quick there. Let me slow my roll a little bit. Alright. Pull out these spooky processors. I can't see them for some reason very well. Okay, I can see them now. I don't know why that was like a struggle for me. All right, put an order of that in. This is requiring the silicon press. We're gonna let that run for a little bit. Okay, so this is currently inscribing in here. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh. Oh, for crying. I'm losing it. Okay, I'm starting to lose focus here. Hold on, hold on. Nobody move. Okay, we can do this. All right. Wait, why am I holding on to the iron chickens and the obsidian chickens? Did I not put them back? Okay, that was kind of strange. Wait, what do you mean you crafted them all? What? No, you didn't. What in the heck? Oh, it's using the other CPU. Okay, I'm like sitting here going, that ain't right. That's not in any way, shape, or form correct. Okay, yeah, all right. So we'll be back. We'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. All right, let me run here. Get this obsidian chicken back into its roost. And then iron chicken, you can hang out back in your roost. It'll be good. Okie dokie, artichoke. Time to go back. Need some more apple. This apple has been giving us quite a bit of good nutrition. Quite happy with it. Alright, so that is ruining. Oh, it's done. Cool. And then that's created 64 of nothing. What the heck? What? Okay, I'm not really sure. Oh, I must have made a... What the heck did I do? Oh, there it goes. Oh, okay, because it already put forward all the stuff that it needs to, and it got one already, so it's like, I did my job! But it's, in reality, it's okay, it's still playing a little bit catch up. Alright, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, I would like to put in the request for this bad boy. And that won't go until these are all done. And then after that, I would like to put in the request for this bad boy. And then we should be good. Then we will be done. And then whenever we do this, this means that we will have a 64 stack, so I can properly have it reflect in the pattern that 64 is yielding 64 instead of 1. Because that's causing some confusion in the system, and also confusion to my brain, because I'm sitting here going, what the heck happened? What do you mean you finished? You didn't finish. I'm telling you, inside of my brain, it's just a disaster zone. It's just an absolute disaster zone. Okay, it's printing more silicon to make the next one. I suppose we'll take the ones that are finished. Yeah, and then the logic processors are currently the ones running. So let me throw in all the extra. Well, the logic processors are already underway, so I might as well just take this out just in case this gets any weird ideas. Yeah, so we'll go ahead, take these over. I will take the ME interface for those two, and then we will reset them proper. Okay, so now I can wipe them out. Oh, God almighty. No, I can't do that. Can't do that yet, because I need to have 64 of the original. Okay, so hold on. I have 64 of these. That's fine. Do I have 64 of these? No, I don't. Rip. Okay, I need to make... Oh, lordy. I need to make 20... That's about what you expect. All right, and then I don't know. Yeah, that's currently in use. I know, game. Oh. Okay. Anyways, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna wrap this up. No, we're gonna wrap this up together. Darn it, forget it. We've been committed. You have stuck it out with me thus far. We will do this together. You will experience a shard of the suffering of what we're having to deal with. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh Lord, that's lying to us. So that's gonna run all the way through, then this one's gonna start, and that's gonna run all the way through, and then so on and so forth. Okay, so you take these out, craft one, sure, and I'll put that into the pipeline. I can at least do one of these right now, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Bounce it a bounce. And pattern processing. Yes, 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 yes. And I expect 64 of these. That's what I expect. That is correct. Run that through, encode it, boom, done. Now the big thing, the reason why that's even important, right? Some of you guys might be like, what? Just do the way we're doing before. Yes, that would normally be fine. Issue is that because it's a mismatch of what the output is versus what was expected, is that you could tell the CPU finished the job. It's like, I'm done. I've finished what I was supposed to do. I submitted what I was supposed to have gotten done. I'm done. And that's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. In some ways, there's some instances where that's super advantageous. If you're like, hey, put this in here, and then I need you to keep on doing other things that don't involve this machine, that's fine, but that's not what's happening here. So I'm just gonna make it so the CPU understands like, oh, I'm missing my silicon press. Instead of me being like, what happened to the silicon press? It's gonna instead go, hey, I'm still using this for your little job of 64 or whatever. It'll keep the CPU tied up. Again, there are some cases where I don't want that to be the case. If I was going for like ultra high efficiency, but we're just trying to scrape by, you know, the potatoes we are. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so now this ME thing has a 64 thingamablobber in there. Okay, and this is currently making those guys. And then we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Actually, I had enough to do what I needed to do. Rip, I wasn't thinking that through. All right, and then, oh, I had 64. Wait, what? Oh crap, wait, no, wait, I'm good. Yeah, we're good, okay, cool. So let me go ahead, take that out of there, and make you blank. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Almost there with this stuff. The struggles, man, the struggles. All right, blank patterns in. Let me go ahead and say that I'm making a logic processor. Yes. 64 is the output expectation. I expect there to be 64 of this put in. Redstone wise, I expect 64 of that put in, and then dang it. Dang it all! I deposited my silicon that I had before. RIP! I need the silicone! I needed it. What have I done? Silicon senpai, please. So you can see here, it's saying that it's crafting 64 silicon. It actually knows what's going on. Dadgummit. We were so close. Oh, we were so close. Oh, the dreams broken and shattered. Shattered, I say. Shattered. Shattered to a bajillion little frowny faces. Ugh. All right. 34. The struggle inching towards victory. Oh, and I do mean inching my way towards victory. almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Booyah. All right, cool. All right. Now, for realsies this time, this should be it. This should be game over. This should be the cherry on top of the cake. And then 64 printed silicon is the final expectation. Boom, encoded pattern in. And then, of course, which one did I not do? Crap, I don't remember. I want to say I did this one. No, I did this one. I did the calculation, right? I think I did the calculation. Okay, we're going to assume that. It's the engineering process in that. Yes. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to pretend that. Yes, please be the right one. I'm not sure if it's the right one, but I'm going to hope it's the right one. Silicon. Of all the things, of all the reasons to get tripped up, why was it my bad memory? Okay, and molecular assembler. Whoo! Dodged a bullet and a half. Okay, cool. So now, whenever we put a request for that stuff through, it should be accurate in terms of the CPU is currently being, or like something is tying up the inscriber or whatever. Blah blah blah. So okay, cool business. Whew. Oh man, I'm just trying to figure out what else we got going on. Okay, so we have all these things in place, which means, in theory, I should be able to say, hey, actually, I might have had enough time, might have passed. Available 1, missing 1. Nani? What do you mean? It's because there's 2 parts of this process that require me to have logic presses and stuff, so it's getting confused. That's all it is. Kind of obnoxious that that's happening. If I wanted to foolproof it, what I would have to do is I would have to make I would have to go ahead and make inscribers that have set presses inside of them and then just have it feed in gold into that specific press, and then it would work. But it's just so dumb. It's so dumb. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on. I might maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about if I want to include more presses. If I do more presses in here, I can keep it at 1. It'll understand what to do implicitly. But I don't know if I want to necessarily encourage that kind of behavior. Well, then how many of these can I make? Can I make 2? Apparently I can make 2. All right, let's do it. To me. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on the prize here. Look at that. All this stuff I would have had to worry about. All of this junk. It's crafting nether quartz dust. It's got to put together some of these processors and circuits. I just realized I'm being a real butt because I have some of these circuits in my inventory. But I would have had to do that. Oh my lord. What else would I would have had to make this stupid storage housing. Ugh. Look at it. Look at it. You'd have to make all this. No, ain't nobody got time for that. Come on now. This poor little sagmill. It's doing its best, man. It's a little sagmill that wanted to. It's like, I'll make it one day. It's all right. It's all right, little buddy. One day we'll make you into a proper... Can I upgrade this guy? I would love to be able to upgrade him. I know that's really stupid, but like, can I upgrade my simple sagmill to be like stronger, beefier sagmill? I can! Oh, don't worry, little buddy. One day you'll be like the big, strong sagmills that can grind things to dust in seconds. Oh, you'll grow up. You'll grow up to be a nice, big sagmill. I promise. One day. You'll even be an enhanced sagmill one day. One day. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Sky Factory. No, not Sky Factory. Stoneblock. Sorry, someone in chat said Sky Factory and my mind wandered. I'm sorry. So if you guys are enjoying this episode of Stoneblock 2, consider leaving a like rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, if you'd like to get notifications. Hit that little notification bell that's next to that. And I think that's about it. So, oh, and if you would like also check out what everyone else is doing, you can also do that in the description below. I forgot to mention that a couple times, but there are other people playing on the server I am on. But if you like to check them out, go ahead, check them out down below. But other than that, everybody, most importantly, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful, safe day. And until next time, ciao for now.